Hi Aquarius, welcome to QueenCuptarot. For those that are new, please like, share, subscribe. Welcome. I have already posted your July 2018 love readings a few weeks ago, mid-June, so definitely check those out. Just dedicated for your July 2018 love situations. Now, these are the generals, and the generals could come out, love-based, career. I also interpret them a little more differently to encompass some more situations outside of love and relationships, but those love and relationship messages can still come through. So, if you have watched, your July reading and you find it a bit redundant, it's an energy thing, guys. There might be more messages I have to give extending to the one, or it just might be of more general nature. So we'll see what does come, but I did want to prepare you for that. For those that are new, for those that are new, welcome. But for those that are, returning, re-returning, thank you so much for the support, the love, the reaching out, the comments, everything. It's been overwhelming. I really wasn't prepared, to get so much positive feedback, at least just not so quickly. So with regards to the personal readings, guys, I'm getting slews of emails, right? But I'm going from where I've started last. So, it's first come, first serve. So I've got to get through the piles. So please be patient with me, but trust and believe I'll get to you. I will get to you, at some point. Just please bear with me and be patient, but I will reach out to you for those that have reached out for the personal readings, okay? And yeah, I'm really trying to get us to 1,000 subscribers. I want to do the super chat. The whole point of, this channel for me, outside of doing these readings and connecting with people, is to get really dope chats, conversations, dialogues going about, spirituality, personal development, growth, trials, tribulations, PTSD and the spiritual ways and that you can come through it, connecting people, from different walks of life, because, we're all angels, fighting, not just to survive, but, to keep this world a better place. So I want to thank all of you that have paid it forward, okay? And yeah, thank you. All right, so we're going to get into your reading now. For those that have watched their love reading, it's going to be a very similar spread, okay? So 10 cards. I did have this Page of Wands reach out. It just reached out so lonely, so I did accept it. So we'll have 2 cards for the overall energy. So we will have 11 cards in this one, okay? All right, so the overall energy, okay, is the 4 of Wands in reverse with the Page of Wands, okay? The 3 cards that I'm pulling now are going to be the energies that you're leaving the month and going into July with. The dominating energies for the month of July, and then the energies you leave the month and go into the month of, oh wow, holy shit, go into the month of August with, okay? What's going on, guys? Sorry not to be rude, but damn. Okay, I'm getting a lot of messages, so please bear with me, because I do try to deliver, because this is general, going to tons of people. I do try to deliver as many of these messages as possible that I'm getting. All right? So if it sounds a bit weird sometimes, just bear with me, because I'm trying to decipher many messages, okay? All right, so overall energy here is the Page of Wands, the 4 of Wands in reverse. The Page is upright, but the 4 is in reverse, okay? Both fire, that could be a fire sign, and overall fire energy for those of you that might be feeling that way. Or for those of you that it is love that you're looking for out of this reading, it could be another fire sign, but that I'm indifferent to. So for some of you, I do see a lot of my Aquarius, some of my Aquarius. Hold on a second. Shit. There's some tea. There's some hot fucking piping tea in this reading right now. Hey, Thora, I want you to cut it out. Mommy's doing readings. I need you to go and lay down in your place and be quiet, okay? Do it now. For those of you that are new, that's my dog Thora, okay? She's part of the dream team here, but she needs to do it. She's told, okay? You just ate your food. Go and lay down. Do it now. All right, guys. Sorry about that. For some of you guys, I see you guys leaving the month of June. I see some of you may have either been caught in a third-party situation, and so there's a lot of things. For some of you, take out the third party. For some of you, I see that you might have offered, been shot down in some kind of capacity. Now that could be career or love. Let's start there, because let me keep it. Some of you were either waiting for a message. Some of you might have been waiting to hear back from a job and you didn't hear good news, and that you're leaving the month of June feeling that way. But I see that could also more apply to a relationship. Some of you may have not received the love offer that you might have been hoping from someone, and that causes some hurt. Some of you may have walked away from a third-party situation, and that's allowing you to let go of some hurt, even though it was very painful for you to realize that it wasn't what you thought it was supposed to be. And I see a lot of you, you know, I see a lot of you really trying to walk away. I see a lot of you trying to walk away from a third-party situation, but not able to. And if that is either you being the third party, or I don't know if you can see from there. Okay. And this is right beside, this is in your first row, okay? This is leaving the month, and this is right beside the 9 of Cups in reverse, right? So I see here, you got the 5 of Cups in reverse, 3 of Wands in reverse, 9 of, I just see that, you know, a lot of you leave the month either not receiving the love offer that you were really hoping to, and that really hurting you. Maybe for some of you finding out that, you know, someone isn't looking to actually commit to you as much as you wanted them to, and you find that out and you were feeling celebratory, and now all of a sudden it's like, what the fuck? And some of you are not willing to still walk away from the relationship even after this devastation, or after this, you know, time of disappointment. I see that some of you might go through a situation with a partner that would warrant a breakup, but you don't walk away with the Death in reverse right beside the Tower, okay, in reverse. So I see a lot of you refusing to end a situation. Some of you are orchestrating a third-party situation and refusing and really struggling, because I don't want to say refusing, okay, because I see a lot of you struggling with this, ending one to go ahead with the other. I see some of you struggling with this because you've been in both of these relationships for a long time, so walking away from either of them would be disappointing. I see some of you end up walking away, telling one of these people that you can no longer proceed with them. I do see that happening. It's going to be very hard for you, and you might not do it the best way and the most graceful way. You may have a little regret about how you go about it, but really the goal is to end the situation, because it's better not just for yourself, but for them as well. You know, because I do see and we're going to get some clarifications and all that good stuff. But I do, for some of you, see somebody, you know, if they haven't walked away from you, if this isn't a third-party situation, I see for some of you the energy that you leave the month of June in. I need you to be aware that if it's not you feeling this way, your partner is not walking away yet, but they really are thinking about it way more than you should be comfortable with. Okay, like some of you guys, as partners are dabbling with walking away. They don't walk away, but they think about it. They think of it, how they would even have to start. Like they're looking at this saying, I'm willing to even walk away from that, or there's no potential for that with you. Like they're juggling it in their brain, and some of you might intuitively feel that already, and that might have you guys acting funky. For those of you that are feeling that way, that are juggling the thought of leaving and ending a relationship and are not done but close to being done, I do really see you finding a need to have to rebuild due to some kind of I see some of you, if this is work related for you, because it is, you know, very relationship based with what I see here, but for those of you that are in a business partnership, I do see that the partnership, even though you aren't able to separate ties with this person at this time, that you are right that you do need to separate ties with this person, and that you have the work ethic required to do this on your own. So for those of you that are working with someone, maybe doing a joint ventureship, and the ventureship isn't really going well, I do see that you end up telling this person it's not going to work out, and this partnership is not going in the direction that I was hoping, and that it would probably be best for us to go our separate ways. Because I think you leave the month knowing that you have the work ethic and the industry knowledge to get this done on your own. But I do see that you won't be able to sever ties with this person quickly due to maybe there is some, financial, there's just ties. Legally, you can't just separate that quickly. Right? So yeah, I do see that. Okay, let's get some clarifications here. I want to get a clarification on this Tower in reverse, as well as this Death card in reverse. Please, Spirit, give us some clarifications on the Tower and the Death here, because I do see this as an ending needing to happen that can't at this time. Please give us clarification for this. Thank you. Yeah. Literally pulled the Tower over the Tower. So I pulled, so there was the Tower in reverse, and then I pulled the Three of Wands, and then I pulled the Tower again to clarify that. So someone is looking, somebody's partner is looking to leave. And if this is not your energy and you are in a relationship, I need you to be cognizant that there is a good chance that your partner is feeling this way but might not yet be communicating it to you. They're thinking about what it will be like for them if they are to walk away and rebuild from you. And this is due to some kind of heartache and pain and a lack of a wish fulfilled by you to them that is making them consider this. Now, this can, of course, be the other way around. This could be you considering walking away and really thinking about what life will be like if you go forward, because of your wish not being fulfilled by this person, the repetitive lies, deceit, and the heartbreak you can't let go that will not heal because it just keeps repeatedly stabbing you in your chest. Okay. You know, and with this is very telling, man. This is very, very telling. This could also be that one person is willing to leave the relationship and that another person isn't. Okay, and that could be due to, that could be a child in the middle of that. That could be property in the middle of that. That could be somebody's dreams for the relationship that they still want to fulfill in between that. But somebody being ready to go and then somebody not. But I do see the rebirth happening here. And then I did get the Ten of Cups that fell after the Tower. And if you want a card to fall in after the Tower, it's probably that or an Ace. Right? Because after the crash and burn, you want the rebuild, and that's the beauty in this card. And the other deck is better because it has a better horizon in the back, which shows that, you know, in order for the rebuilding to happen, this crash and burn, you want to build a new building here, you have to tear this down. This has to go. This old building has to go in order to build something new. And it is built, which is what the Ten of Cups is confirming here. Okay? Spirit, please give me clarification on this Eight of Pentacles here and this energy going into the month of August. The forward action here, the forward movement. Energy surrounding my Aquarius going into the month of August and leaving July. Last card I have here is the Eight of Pentacles. That's the card of work ethic and work. What do my Aquariuses need to build at within regards to love and relationship, career, households? Okay. For some of you, some of you are going to be reburned by the same pot, okay? You know, I do see some of you, like I said here, you know, I've got the Tower in reverse, the Death in reverse. I see that a lot of you are, some of my Aquariuses are not willing to walk away. And whether it's, you know, for the different reasons I've already explained of why you might possibly not want to end this relationship, but you've been given enough reasons to, those reasons resubmerge. Same wounds resubmerge. They come in. Okay? They come in. My offers. Okay? They come with the lies. And then they put you back in this place. A place of, and now the Four of Swords is a place of meditation, which has to happen after the Three of Swords. You've been here. For a lot of my Aquariuses, you know, the feeling leaving the month of August is going to be a familiar one. And that could either be for my Aquariuses, you're going to be going back in, you know, possibly offering something to someone, you know, and really it's going to be the same thing. For my Aquariuses that are orchestrating a third-party situation, I know it's difficult for you, and I know this sounds horrible, but I'm being sympathetic for that. Listen, people are humans, okay? I know this is not an easy decision for you. I know that you care and love about both of these people, all right? You're going to still end up hurting them. I know, I don't believe you want to do it because I see you're trying. You leave the month trying. Fast. You travel. doing, going, working hard, on the go. This could be business travel, literally, guys, come end of July, that you might need to prepare for. So rest up, especially if you're going through all of this drama here, okay? But I do see a need for this, and this coming out before the 8 and the 6 as a clarification. This is good because you would need this rest time. Remember I said to take time just now, like you need to, because there is, you know, a bit of rocking and disappointment that happens. And I do see for some of you this personal drama affecting your work. Some of you might be taking some time off, be showing up late because you're having these conversations with this person late at night. You know, maybe you guys are texting too late and it's affecting your work in some capacity. Maybe you missed a presentation. Regardless, it's affecting your work. This shit you've got going on in your personal life is affecting your work, and you do leave the month understanding that you do need to put some time back into whether it's this relationship or your actual work and career, and it happens. And this, like I said, with the 8 and the 6 here, this could be directly business travel. Okay, some of you could be, you know, going to travel for some kind of work function, new opportunity. I don't care, but it's work related. But there's travel here with the 6. All right, I interpret this card as the old original 6 being travel, literal travel. All right, but because swords are communication, it could also mean communication of new work coming to you. You know, opportunities that are going to require you to work really hard, but you know, it could be communications of that as well, okay, if it's not actual business travel. But, you know, for my Aquariuses, like I said, that are orchestrating a third-party situation, you need to be careful, because I do see that, yeah, you're still leading somebody on. You're still lying. You're trying to offer your love. You might still be romantically pursuing somebody, knowing that in the back of your head, you're lying to them about how available you really are. Okay, and I need you to stop doing that, because it's not who you really are, and it's going to cause you more conflict in the end, and you're going to end up not getting the, you're not going to get what you want in the end if you carry on this way. But I do see a lot of you actually delivering that message to somebody. If you are in a third-party situation, I do see you possibly communicating that you are not being faithful, or somebody communicates that to you, and it really causes a rift in the relationship. It could cause a breakup. It could even cause a divorce. But I don't see that actually. Maybe divorce will be brought up, maybe you know, threatened of leaving, but I don't actually see it happening, because the Tower is in reverse and the Death is in reverse, which is stopping that from happening. All right, so, you know, with that being said, I think that, you know, let's get just a little more clarifiers on, you know, what's the message from my Aquarius is that, you know, that they need to take going into August. What closing words do you want to give to them? Messages, my spirits, because it does seem like they've got a lot of moving parts going on in their lives right now, and, you know, there's a lot of messages here, and, you know, but it does seem like they are going through some heavy stuff, you know, Tower and Death. That's a lot, you know, and there's a lot on the line with the 10 of Cups here. I've got the 10 of Pentacles as well. There's a lot on the line here, both with regards to emotions, money, household. Like, it's heavy stuff. You know, hearts have been broken, are feeling hurt, lies have been told, wishes haven't been fulfilled upon, but somebody's either going to hear about this, you know, or have to deliver these unfortunate messages. But it causes, you know, if that is done, it will cause a rebirth that is absolutely mandatory in order to move forward. You know, for some of you, the shit will hit the fan. For those of you that are knowingly part of a third-party situation, I just said that, and we got the 3 of Swords again. For those of you that are in a third-party situation, this person may be you know, communicating to you that they've left the other person, but they haven't. all right? They might have told you that this relationship has ended, is done with them, but it's not. They might have said that they've left, that it's completely over, but it's not. All right. They communicate to you love, but they're lying still. They're still lying to you, because they are providing this to someone else as well. You know, if it is a third-party situation, I see them just hurting your heart again. And that would make sense because at the end of the month, remember, we got the 4. That comes after the 3. So after your heart's broken, you take this time to reflect and heal, right? So that would make sense too, right? So this is with Saturn in reverse, guys, in retrograde. This is karma. You know, for those who have been doing the lion and the heartbreak, and with it reversed, it's going back to you. I think a lot of you are going to be hurt by how this transpires. For those of you that might have been a third party, orchestrating the third party situation, somebody might be coming to you and telling you that, yeah, actually, I don't want to proceed on with this shit with you. Okay, and they might come in and communicate to you that they are, they've had enough. They're pretty damn close, at least, if they don't actually walk away. Because like I said, in all fairness, I see a lack of that happening. I see a lot of people getting close to this point, either partners thinking about wanting to walk away, but not actually walking away, possibly not even communicating it. But I do... for a lot of you, though, I do see that a lot of this drama is going to affect directly in your workplace, like your work life. I want you guys to make sure that you're sleeping and be able to get up on time for work and stuff, and not be late for work because of this, or taking too many days off of work. You know, if you need to take 1 or 2 days off so you can recoup to come back, great, do that. Because then you can get here. That's a big leap, right? From 5 to 8. But you don't get to 5 to 8 not sleeping and doing what you need to do. So get this upright. You know, you're handling the conflict. You're balancing it out the way you need to so you can do your job and get that much closer to here and here, which are both in your reading. Okay? So you guys got a lot going on, but, you know, I do see that you come out of the month, you know, knowing how to rebuild, knowing how to go forward, okay? You know, understanding, reflecting on not just your own heartbreak, but the heartbreak that you may have, you know, inflicted on somebody else, knowingly or unknowingly, all right? And for those of you that are, you know, be careful of the love offers that you get or that you are giving. You know, be pure in your intentions to people, you know, because I see some of my Aquariuses might be hurting people unknowingly, and then get that pain back a little bit in return and have to reflect on that and want to go in and say, I'm sorry. I want to make it right. I was wrong. Right? But we'll go into, we'll do your mid-July. I will do your love reading for August, and then, so yeah, every 2 weeks you'll have a reading, love and then general. But I want to pull an angel card from you for my goddess deck here, just to kind of, you know, end the reading off always on a positive note. It always has to be ending off that way, because I do see you guys going through some shit, I'll be honest. Hit me up in the comments, email me. I'm doing the best I can to reply and get back to people, but it has been overwhelming, you know, so I'm doing the best I can. But I want to know your thoughts, because it looks like you guys are going through a lot, but you know, I think it's karmic. It is Saturn in retrograde, karmic cycles completing themselves in order for us to grow and continue on. Yeah, guys, okay. Guiding children. You are good at helping, counseling, and healing children. Use your skills to help children now. So I think that's overall a need for you to be nurturing and caring to your situation and or to yourself, or to the people that you may or may not, to the people that you may knowingly or unknowingly potentially be hurting. I need you to be cognizant and aware of your footprint and how you affect people. Be empathetic, because I see that anytime you think of children, you know, and the love and empathy you need to give to them. I'm seeing you needing to give that to yourself and to the people around you at this time. Okay. I also have fairness. The situation will be handled in a fair and just manner. Like I said, guys, for those that are orchestrating a third party, I do see this kind of backfiring for you, but karmically, it's okay. Suck it up. You know, you're going to learn tons from this. But also, I do see a need for those that are, you know, not orchestrating the third party to be fair for themselves. Okay? For those of you that are single, I see a need to... you know, listen, work hard, you know, play hard, but have the balance. That's what I mean. Work hard, play hard, have the balance. You know, because you guys are a mixture of water and air. So no matter how emotional you can be, you guys can be very... pragmatic and direct in a lot of ways, and I see that when emotional things are happening, I see you guys really diving into work, and I think you guys need to, you know, love on yourself a little bit. Don't numb yourself from what you're going through and what's happening in your personal life, and that could also be at home. These could be kids, guys. Okay, these could all be kids. You know, these could be children. These could be your children. This could be your household at this time. You know, I don't want to go there, but it could be, right? Because I have 2 10s here. That's usually with like a completed household, like, you know, children and the whole 9, you know, grown kids. Some of you might be going through a divorce at this time, and one of your partners is refusing to sign the papers. And it's causing, you know, a shitstorm completely within the family, within the 4 of you. You know, I see some of you possibly taking an actual plane the last week of July, getting on an actual plane. I know in summer a lot of people fly, but I mean, I do see business travel very specifically. Sensitivity, you're being increasingly sensitive. Avoid harsh relationships, environments, situations, and chemicals. That goes right with what I was saying about the fairness and being fair to yourself. You know what I mean? You have to be aware of what you're subjecting yourself to, whether it's toxic relationships or your toxicity that you're bringing to a relationship that you could, you know, be getting a lot of nurturing from. You know, you have to be cognizant of your own footprint, your own behaviors, guys, okay? You know, be sensitive to yourself, but, you know, be fair. Be fair. Not just to you, but to everyone involved. Because this card, too, everybody has a child in them, okay? We're all a child once. Alright guys, so that's your reading, your general reading for July 2018. Please let me know your thoughts, comments, feedbacks, if that resonated with you. You know, there's so many messages. I wish I could just... I'm trying to do as many personal readings as I can because I really enjoy it. Connecting with you guys is amazing. You know, the general readings are great, but, you know, being able to be more specific and really shed light and look in and tap into you guys' life and, you know, give my love and support where I can, it feels really good for me. And I learn a lot from you guys and your situation. So hit me up in the comments. You know, email me, QueenCuptarot@gmail.com. Please like, share, subscribe, and when I get to 1,000 subscribers, we will do our super chat. Okay, guys? Lots of love. Bye for now.